Making movies is a pretty challenging task. Everything from the story to the setting has to be on point. And yeah, the actors have to put in a lot of work too. Speaking of which, those on-screen stars who choose to do their stunts themselves have sometimes come off on the wrong end. Keep watching this video, as I'll be telling you 8 times actors were injured on set. What you need to know. Over the years, Hollywood has developed a reputation for having accidents on the set. Every shot and every scene in Hollywood should be as iconic as possible, and everyone on set, including the director and actors, is made aware of this huge expectation. To create the magic of the movie, everyone on the set will do anything artistically possible, which is why sometimes the stunning and influential movies we watch come with a price. Each performer strives to distinguish themselves. Thus, they frequently perform their own stunts, and as remarkable as this can be, it's also quite risky. Even those who have spent their entire lives training to perform stunts also get injured, let alone a semi-experienced stunt person. Let's jump straight into these unforeseen on-set actor accidents. Number 8. Leonardo DiCaprio, Django Unchained. This award-winning actor likely had one of the most well-known on-set accidents in history. In a scene from Django Unchained, Leonardo DiCaprio smashes a glass with his bare hands, gravely injuring his palm in the process. His hand ends up gushing blood everywhere. However, the scene was nonetheless included in the film, despite the blood, and knowing he injured himself increased the scene's impact. Number 7. Michelle Yeoh, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. This amazing performer really pulled off some of her own stunts for Crouching Tiger, so much so that she can be seen running across rooftops in one of them during an action sequence. She underwent surgery for an ACL tear she sustained as a result of this stunt, but to her credit, she demonstrated just how far she would go for a spectacular image. Number 6. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible Fallout. For his outstanding performance in the Mission Impossible films, Tom Cruise is well known and loved among action film fans around the world. He gave these movies his all, even doing some of the stunt work himself. He is shown in an action scene in Mission Impossible Fallout, jumping between buildings. His ankle eventually broke as a result, yet the take was nevertheless used in the film. Number 5. Jamie Alexander, Thor: The Dark World. Although her injury was not shown in the film, it was really bad. Jamie Alexander suffered major back and shoulder injuries when she tumbled down the steps while she was on the shoot. She was fortunate that she was able to recover, because that's an injury that many people wouldn't be able to recover from. Jamie's as tough as they come. Number 4. Kate Winslet, Titanic. Given that Titanic was a romantic drama, it's quite unexpected that an actor would suffer a set-related injury. However, Kate Winslet said that her coat becoming trapped during filming a water scene nearly caused her to drown. She eventually managed to climb out of the coat, but she claimed she was lucky to still be alive because she had run out of breath during the horrific mishap. Number 3. Johnny Depp, The Lone Ranger. One of the animals that Johnny Depp was working with injured him in his Wild West movie. He was knocked to the ground, pulled, and trampled, but he miraculously survived. Even though he had a bruise on his stomach, things could have been much worse. Number 2. Tom Hanks, Cast Away. Given the represented struggle for survival, it's understandable why Tom Hanks suffered an injury while filming. He did in fact cut his leg, but it wasn't the worst injury. He contracted an infection that could have resulted in his death if he wasn't treated promptly. Certainly, he was lucky. Number 1. Halle Berry, Bruised. Halle Berry engaged in an MMA match with a real martial artist in one of her most recent movies, and unfortunately for her, 2 of her ribs were broken when she received a kick to the side. That's what you get for fighting a pro. All the same, she carried on filming intense scene after intense scene. Despite the injury, she endured the pain, which increased the iconic quality of her role. The best stunt in Johnny Knoxville's Jackass, according to Reddit. Redditors have a clear favorite after 20 years of Jackass's hilarious yet terrifying stunts. Over 2 decades of Chris Pontius, Preston Lacey, Aaron McGehee, and the rest of the Jackass cast suffering unbearable pain just to make fans laugh came to an end with the release of Jackass Forever, as the whole Jackass ensemble, including Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O, returns. Jackass fans can't get enough of the hilarious and incredible risky stunts, and they've loved the show ever since it became a modern comedy pioneer in 2002 by demonstrating to viewers exactly what true humor is all about, going through difficult, embarrassing, and painful situations while still being able to find humor in them. Jackass's medical bill from stunts runs into millions. The Jackass crew racked up medical bills totaling $24 million as a result of their hilarious stunts, so they undoubtedly have a dark side. The highest bill $9 million, belongs to Johnny Knoxville, whose most recent jackass injury cost MTV and Dickhouse Productions $2.5 million. Johnny suffered a brain hemorrhage after a head injury in Jackass Forever, the fourth and final film, which may have been one of his worst injuries to date. With Jackass Forever ushering in the conclusion of a trying time for the cast, fans have turned to Reddit to remember their favorite moments and make the seemingly difficult decision of what, after 20 years of Jackass, is the best stunt. The Redditor's top choice. What's your favorite Jackass stunt? One Redditor asked, adding, "I'm just so hyped for the new movie." One user wrote, "Came here to say golf course air horn. I like the irate golfers the best." Another Redditor commented, "The shot from the side of it striking Bam and him falling like a board is priceless." The Jackass crew would play a joke called golf course air horn, in which they would blow an air horn as golfers were about to swing. This infuriated the golfers, as was to be anticipated, but it was fun to see. In addition to the high five stunt, another Redditor included the golf course air horn as one of their favorite stunts. In the high five stunt from Jackass 3D, Knoxville uses a huge, heavy hand that he holds back and releases just as someone approaches, knocking them flat on their backs. Ryan Dunn, who passed away, is the first to respond when the enormous hand strikes him, followed by Aaron, who is toting a soup tray, and the tray breaks in half when the hand strikes him so forcefully. Bam Margera is the last, and he wasn't in Jackass Forever because he was suing Jackass for firing him. After a bag of flour is taped to the palm and an amusing explosion results, he is struck with the hand. Some of the Jackass franchise's funniest stunts, pranks, and tricks, according to Redditors, include riot control test, the bungee jump, and medicine ball dodgeball. Several Redditors added that it is always funny when Johnny Knoxville is struck by a buffalo, but because of its simplicity and lack of vulgarity, let's not talk about the things that have been consumed on that show. The high five seems to be a fan favorite stunt. Which Jackass stunt do Redditors find the most extreme? The Jackass Forever stunt called the cup test, in which Aaron must wear a cup while getting punched, hit with a baseball, and jumped on with a pogo stick, is without a doubt the one that Reddit thinks went too far. One Redditor noted that the pogo stick in Jackass 4 definitely comes to mind, calling it possibly the goriest stunt of the entire series. Another Redditor concurred by saying, "Yes, the pogo stick stunt was the first that came to my mind. That cup wouldn't have had much of an impact on that pogo stick. Additionally, seeing it on a large screen made it worse." Another Redditor commented, "Big ups, Aaron, man. What a loony." Another user also commented, and I quote, "I'd have to agree. I've never had a stunt make me look away from the screen as fast as that one did." Going by the comments, the most childish and simple pranks, like the high five, will always be the funniest of all Jackass stunts. The Jackass franchise may be full of intricate, elaborate, and excruciatingly painful stunts that shocked, grossed out, and entertained fans in equal measure. One of those practical jokes is the high five, which no matter how many times it is seen, never loses its ability to make people laugh. Although Jackass will be missed, fans can always look back on an impressive collection of outrageous stunts to relive the show's magic or hilarious horror in the future. So guys, what other actors can you tell us of that got injured on set? Can't believe we left out Jackie Chan. Anyway, let us have your thoughts in the comment section. Like and share this video if you find it interesting. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel and tap the notification bell so you know exactly when we upload another interesting video like this. See you next time.